I shall use the torch to look in before we crawl in.
Oh, you don't need to look into it because there's sunlight shining out of this crack.
Very well. Then who shall be the first to brave the new world that lies before us?
Well, since I'm, Bill Hex and all, I think that I should be the first one to go through the door.
I
Or the
believe
crack.
since we are entering a jungle, I should go first. I think.
And you don't know we're going into a jungle. All you know is we're going outside.
That is true. Then you go first.
Thank you. And you see
I
Bill.
agree. Bill Hex is very good at getting hit by a giant crab.
Hey, it gave you enough time to finally get off a good shot, didn't it?
Yes, thanks to precision German engineering.
Or the fact that you had about 25 seconds of it pummeling me to aim that damn gun.
Now you are being boastful about your stamina.
No, I'm just saying, it took you that long to aim that gun. I had to take quite a beating just for you to get that shot off. I'm still aching from it now and then.
Ach so, my apologies. Does that mean that you are not as tough as you say you are, Mr. Commando?
Oh no, I'm as tough as I say I am. You see me walking around, don't you? Fit as a fiddle.
And complaining instead of crawling through the hole.
I'm crawling through the hole. I'm just allowed to complain while I crawl. You got a problem with it, German?
Anyway, while you're crawling through the hole, because you're bringing it up, you notice, your eyes need to adjust to the light. But as soon as they have, you notice like a big, densely forested jungle out there. With a lot of noises of wildlife, like birds and you hear some growling noises and a lot of other noises you don't really recognize. Well, it's a jungle, pretty weird jungle, but it's a jungle.
It's a jungle out there.
Yep.
And you hear Bill
by the way, it looks more densely forested than the jungle you came out of before.
Okay. You hear Bill say, well, Jungle Man, looks like you were right. We are entering a jungle. As he finally pops out of the tunnel.
I am so surprised. I was wondering if we... never mind. Right. I suggest that the Shadow goes first, for he has the expertise.
And the stream, of course, continues to flow into the jungle.
So, what are we exactly looking for?
We are looking for Emma Eberhard, Tiberius Cartwright, Frank Freeman, and Admiral Action. There will be 3 gentlemen and 1 lady.
Basically, what the man here is trying to say is we're looking for the men of action.
And women.
They call themselves the men of action.
I see.
They don't make gender distinctions because, well, they're awesome.
That could be very well it. Now, one of them is a short man. A very short man.
Yes. It's a dwarf.
Yes, then I must climb to the tallest tree that I can find here and look around to get my bearings going. Yes, thank you.
You are welcome, meine Freund.
Okay.
I was actually looking for that word in-game, not out-of-game.
No, it's appropriate because your character doesn't speak fluent English, so...
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you would excuse me, I should go climb now.
Yes, Puffin?
But shouldn't we all get through the hole first?
Yeah, Pesk, but...
Correct.
Yeah, I assume
it's
that happens.
A very narrow thing, right?
Yes, but if you squeeze, you can get through it.
Yes. As Ferdinand is squeezing through the crack, he will blister the air with his oaths.
German language. Such a beautiful language to curse in. Gotterdammerung. Ah, beautiful.
Not really.
Not really.
It takes way too many syllables to curse in German. All I gotta say is shit. The F word, which is uck with an F in front of it. Not that I like saying it, but I mean, it's simple, quick, and easy.
Well, you are simple, quick, and easy.
Okay, Dries, give me an athletics roll.
Yeah.
I may be
fine.
simple, but I'm not.
Are you
quick and easy.
fucking kidding me? Here, take one of my bullets.
Wow, that's bad. Aren't you supposed to be good at this?
I know.
Which aspect are you gonna use?
Supposed to be good at this. That's
Jungle Savage?
Yeah, okay.
And this is why I like Fate so much better than, say, D&D.
That's
It's
good.
It's a good.
That's yeah. In D&D, he would have fallen down the down the tree and hurt himself.
Yes. Here you have more control of your destiny.
Yeah, you'd be like a shitty hero if you kept like stumbling and hurting yourself all the time.
Well, see, that's why you can always make house rules that you get, hero points or whatever points.
Yeah.
You get DM points for all I care, and you can do that in any system.
That's true. Anyway, Dries, you climb to the top of this very, very tall tree. You're at it for like quite a while before you finally get up above it. And there's immediately a problem. You're like looking around and you're like, damn, there's a lot of tree tops here. I see nothing but leaves and... Hey, wait a second. Is that a mountain? There's like in the middle of this island, there's like a mountain there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
And, yes, let me just describe it for you, because you weren't there last time to hear the entire description of the island. There's first like the outer part of the island, which is the beach. Then there's like an inner ring, which is all jungle. And then there are very high hills. Very high hills. You guys just moved under those hills by using the underground tunnels. And now you're like in the inner jungle. And in the middle of this inner jungle, there is this there's this tall mountain. And near this mountain, there's a very tall tree. You see this enormous tree which rises up above all the other trees. How peculiar. Give me... Oh, by the way.
Yes?
Come again?
No, go ahead.
Give me a mystery roll.
A mystery.
Yes.
I see Scooby-Doo.
And I shoot
That is
Steppy
good.
until he stops moving.
That
Okay.
is a good.
Suddenly you feel this tingle as you look at this tree. You're not certain what's going on, but there's something magical about this giant tree. But you're too far away to investigate it further. There's just this feeling you get in your sixth sense.
My mystery sense is tingling.
Yes. You feel that there's some sort of divine or magical power around this tree.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, are we regular trees bigger than normal trees here on this island?
Yes, it's like this is like a big ancient jungle. It's kind of like a rainforest. The trees here are huge.
Would it be comparable to the redwood trees?
No, that's more like a regular temperate forest. This is like a jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Size-wise.
Maybe younger redwoods, because I know redwoods are extremely big trees. But the one that Dries sees like in the distance, an extremely big tree. That's like really, you can compare that to a very old redwood. So it's like this enormous tree.
Okay.
Also, Dries.
Yes.
Ooh, because you were up there and you got a pretty good roll, you see like in the distance around this enormous tree, trees disappearing, like falling down.
Then we must go there.
That doesn't just happen randomly.
Is there a path being created by something huge?
Mm-hmm.
Like Richard's ego.
Really?
I couldn't resist.
Or maybe
Okay.
some giant termites.
So, you
Or a
now
lot
know
of
something more.
Yes, he quickly looks around, gets
Wait,
his
hold on. Is there anything you want to
northeast-
study in further detail?
Actually, he's looking around, getting his bearings, just studying where the north, east, south, and west is,
Uh-huh.
and then he climbs back down.
By the way, at the moment it's like, let's say, nearly the middle of the day. Nearly.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait. No, it's past the middle of the day. Yeah. Okay. So the sun is up pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing you want to study in further detail. Okay.
Not at the moment, I think.
Okay.
Maybe animals flying around, big birds.
Yeah, you see some enormous birds in the distance and you're glad they're not near you. They look like they're like the size of a pterodactyl.
That would make an excellent dinner.
They're very colorful though.
Mhm.
Are they parrots?
No, he can't see them in that great detail. I said in the distance. He just sees colorful birds that are enormous. Yeah, all the wildlife in this animal is up on this island are all abnormally large. That's
Yes.
probably why they call it Monster Island.
And he climbs back down.
Although
Very good.
giant island should maybe be more an applicable term, since you haven't seen any literally monsters.
Jules Verne's giant island.
How do you get it to stop muting you when you type something?
I have no idea. Don't
Hit
type
it
anything.
with a hammer.
Don't type anything.
Do not type and talk.
Yeah, there's not really that much settings you can change in Hangouts besides like what channels to use for sound and what have you.
Which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, so Dries, you going to tell your friends what you saw?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we must go to the center of the island.
And find out what this large tree has to do with the entire mystery.
Yes.
Very well.
And also look for what the cause is of the falling trees.
Well, maybe from the mountain we could look safely without going near it. If we want to be safe. On the
I
safe
don't
side.
think that the angle of attack would be perfect for long-range observing. Perhaps
Well,
it would be best to sneak up on it and have a look-see from a shorter range.
Gentlemen,
Yeah?
there's just one problem. We're not here to investigate the tree. We're here to find the men of action.
But what would the men of action do if they were here?
Investigate the mystery of Monster Island, of course. And that is why you must...
The men of action would follow their mission.
What was the Men of Action's mission?
I have no idea.
I look to Vernon since he is...
Can anybody remember?
Their mission was to investigate the island.
Yes.
They were on a mission of scientific exploration.
Uh-huh.
There
We
you
were
go.
sent here to find the men of action. Once we find the men of action, we can investigate all we want.
Yes.
But our first priority is finding the men of action. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but the men of action are more investigative than we are.
Yes.
I'm just
And
saying.
that means that we must follow in their footsteps.
Exactly.
Therefore, we must think like... I will think like a scientist. What is going on here? That tree has some importance, my esteemed colleague says. We will investigate it. And that is what I think the man of action would have done.
Actually, if you think it in the way Tiberius Cartlag would go, and you like probably not really liking Tiberius all that much, you would go like, yes, that would be the most logical course of action. Man, I'm good looking.
And then he would say that he was good looking. Silly man.
Well, of course he's silly to think he's good looking. Bill Hex is good looking. Thank you.
Now, let us be away.
You, my acquaintance, have no taste.
Yes, I think we
From
should.
a man who wears a loincloth.
That means I have nothing to hide.
I think we should investigate the
These
tree
guns
first.
right here. Do you see this firepower I have packed in these arms? There is nothing to hide with Bill Hex. Thank you very much.
Now, ladies, if you would come along, we can have a beauty pageant after this mission.
Aw, can we have the frilly little crown too?
Of course you can. It is a
Good.
beauty pageant.
Good. I've always wanted one of them.
So, are you guys gonna go explore the jungle then?
Yes.
Jawel.
Okay, so you
Real
try
life
to head
village
towards the
would be
direction of the giant tree, right? Yes?
Yes. And the shadow is jumping around like Tarzan.
We wouldn't be able to see much on top from the mountain top anyway because we are the tree tops. So-
Anyway, the jungle is very dense, so yeah, like I said before. So Dries, are you going to try to guide them? Dries? Hello? You?
And then we got lost.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Well, you're
Is
doomed.
Is there a stream nearby? If so, I would say that the mermaid took him.
Yeah, there's still the stream from before. Where the hell is he?
I'm here.
Ah, good.
Yeah, why didn't you say anything? We're talking to you.
Oh, you were talking, man. I go out for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was still talking to you. Anyway, are you going to go guide your friends towards the giant tree?
Yes.
And then give me a survival roll. That's
That
what
is
you're
a
supposed
good
to be
thing.
good at.
For you notice that your friends are not very good in the jungle.
Actually, Ferdinand's pretty decent. He took over as the survival man last session.
Ooh. I have a superb.
Yes, that's good. You
Okay,
guide your friends.
You say Ferdinand's pretty decent because he took over as a survival expert. We got attacked by a giant spider.
To be
Okay.
fair,
But he
there
did
was
find the
science to
cave.
be done.
He did find the cave.
Yes, he found the cave that was inhabited by a giant spider.
Okay,
And
cool.
a shadow.
On your way there, chopping your way through the jungle, you at a certain point you find like something's off. Why don't you give me a alertness roll to see if you spot it?
Wow. Good. I rolled a good.
Okay, everybody can roll, by the way, because I see that only Dries rolled.
Oh, sorry, alertness, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're all following
great.
him, right?
Yes.
I got a fair.
Wow, that's everybody. Oh no, wait. Everybody rolled neutral besides Douwe.
Und
He
I
rolls
have
a
a
superb.
superb.
Okay. Actually, I think everybody made it. Yeah, everybody made the DC. Anyway, you are like traveling towards your destination, and suddenly you come to a stop because you see like you find a bullet lying on the floor. And when you start looking around, you notice that some other things, some other bullets, as well as some scorch marks on several trees. And then you go to another tree. You notice like these branches that are like broken. This is clearly at this site there are clearly signs of a struggle. There was some sort of battle here.
I shall use my excellent alertness roll to discover if these are the same type of ammunition that we found at the ship. To confirm that this indeed was a party of the men of action.
Well, you did get an alertness of superb, so I guess I could tell you some extra. You're not certain about the bullets, but these scorch marks, you're pretty certain these have been made by Tiberius Cartwright's temperature gun.
I look at the scorch marks. Judging from these dispersal patterns, this is not made by a regular flamethrower, but by the heat ray array. Yes, the heat ray array of Mr. Cartwright. A very interesting way of dealing the damage to the foes.
I like how you call him Mr. Cartwright instead of Dr. Cartwright.
Oh yeah. Huh.
After all, he's only an honorary doctor, not a real one.
He did not do the work. I do not. So he is Mr. Cartwright. One would think that one with a great intelligence such as he would have no trouble earning the doctorate in the normal fashion.
By the way, can I find any tracks? Can I find any tracks?
I also note that Dries and Richards are muted once more.
That's weird. No, sorry, you can't really. Wait, then again, you have an alertness of great.
Maybe
I'm gonna say it's
broken-
too hard for you to find any tracks, cause pretty tall grass and what have you. The undergrowth. That's the word I was looking for.
Also, Mr. Hex, you are something of a private dick, are you not?
What did you just call me, boy?
Investigator.
That's a little better. I'm an arcane investigator.
Does that mean you only investigate Mambo Arcanus? Or that you use your tricks to investigate?
You know, I've never really thought about it. I do a lot more investigating and not just into the arcane. I guess I could be considered an investigator. What are you getting at?
Can you tell us what happened here and where the men of action went exactly?
You know what? I am going to, when he says that, because I'm of my abilities, I am going to
Hmm?
I'm going to draw a rune on top of or right above each one of the scorch marks in the trees, and it's going with the fact that I'm using these scorch marks themselves, it's going to point me in, or it's going to give me a direction, like a flash of light in a certain direction of where
I don't think so.
the doctor went that had that
Richard,
used the temperature
that
cut.
would help if you are tracking something magical, which you aren't.
No, I'm not. I'm not tracking. I'm using magical means to track the weapon itself. I'm not trying to track the person themselves. I'm trying to track what caused the damage.
No, sorry, that's not gonna work. Like I said, if it was a magical weapon you were tracking, yes, totally. But no, this is a technological weapon. That's not gonna work like that. Sorry.
Okay, can I use my magical ability to maybe try and find to scry where the doctor could have gone?
Or you could roll investigation.
I was gonna say investigate. If you have some personal belonging of his, you could, but you don't. You could mundanely investigate. You use mundane investigation though to try to learn more.
Which will work very well.
Alright, I got it.
What are you gonna roll, Swifnum?
Investigation.
Oh, you have investigation. Oh, do you guys want to help each other? Sure, work together. I just noticed, you both have investigation at the same rank.
Yeah. I am surprised. I'm
okay,
also
go ahead.
I could always use Socratic Sleuth. I already...
Wait, who's the lead? Who's the lead investigator? You first have to agree on that. It's important. Who's leading and who's helping?
Well, let's say...
Both of you have aspects that can help.
I'm obsessively observant.
Yes. Okay.
So I could lead because
but Spufnum also has Socratic Sleuth. A sleuth that's investigation related.
True.
You just have to decide. It's not really important. I just want you to come to an agreement.
He's an aristocratic slut.
Wow.
You missed a few letters there.
We're going to roll one dice, and that's going to determine who leads and who doesn't.
One dice.
The blank die you have, roll it.
The blank.
Okay, you lead.
Okay, Ferdinand gets the lead. Okay, now both roll.
So I already rolled. I got a good.
Okay.
I got average. I think yes, it was average. Yes, that I got.
Ah, okay.
Actually, I think you have a fair.
Yeah, you're fair.
Neutral.
Yeah, you're neutral, so you have fair, Spufnum.
But I rolled to be a blank die. I could use the Socratic Sleuth and get plus.
Actually, I'm sorry,
what?
But the blank die roll was just to determine who was the leader. Now you get to roll all your fate dice for a normal
just roll your
skill
dice. Just roll your dice, Spufnum.
Let's roll again then if
just roll.
That's better.
Roll.
Oh, good.
You have a good. That's good.
So we both have a good.
Yes, you both work together and you find some interesting things. Of course, you already knew that the battle took place, but now you find some more clues. There are some, in some of the trees, there are like puncture marks, and they have like the shape of an arrow as shot by a bow. But oddly enough, there are no arrows here in this battle scene.